Alright, good day traders. This is your free video from seasonalswingtrader.com. And today we're going to take a look at potentially one of the last major seasonal opportunities in the soybean complex. Now the soybean complex is traded at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the CME, that's where the 30-year bonds, the S&P, the currencies, the meats, and so forth are traded. And most of you are aware that the grains complex, meaning the soybeans, the wheat, the corn, have some of the best and most reliable historical seasonal trading opportunities. And what we are looking at today is potentially one of the last great possible setups going into the end of the year. Now it is late September, so we are eyeballing a potential setup across soybeans, soy meal, and soy oil. Obviously, those three markets together, all being in the bean complex, are going to be heavily correlated. So depending on your risk and capital size, you'll probably just want to pick one or maybe two rather than all three, but they all three should present similar opportunities. Now, soybeans, if you're not familiar, are mostly processed for their oil and protein for the animal feed industry. Some of it is also used for human consumption and non-food products. And soybeans trade on a quarter-cent basis, so they're $12.50 a tick or 50 cents for a full penny. So right now we're trading at approximately 8.30. So move from 8.30 to 8.31 would be a $50 move, or a 1 cent or a 1 penny move. But getting back to the seasonality here, looking over to the right hand side on the TOS platform, this is a 5-year price average, and notice that we have historically bottomed out here right around the end of September and early October. Now 5 years is a good bit of data, but we preferably like to see longer term data when trading commodity futures, such as 10, 15, and even 20-year data. And we have other resources within Seasonal Swing Trader that we do use to make those determinations, and those also confirm the same logic that historically over the next 5, 10, 15, 20-year historical price averages that we should move higher into the end of the year. Now, what do we like so much about this opportunity is that the price action is bottoming. So it's right along tune to the 5-year price average and the longer term price averages. We are making 52-week lows. So we are ripe for a potential bottom here. Notice that the RSI is also not making newer lows. So we are absolutely looking for a bottom formation. Now we have this tool that we use called the high-low scanner, and what I'll do is we'll add that to the chart here, and you can see that that helps us take a visual glance of a new 52-week low. Now we could go back and count by hand, obviously, but this is a neat tool that shows us visually on the chart 52-week high and 52-week low opportunities based on a daily chart. Going back here in time, you can see that we had a nice setup here, 1, 2, 3 bottom, and it also works inversely to the upside, the 1, 2, 3 top, 1, 2, 3. We'd have arrows here, but notice that these trades appear over and over again for some nice moves. When we get a bottom formation at those levels, we can expect a high probability move. So coupled with this formation, the 1, 2, 3 bottom, and the seasonality, we will be watching for a bottom formation in soybeans. Now I also mentioned soybean meal and soybean oil. Soybean meal also setting up here, making a same formation. And soybean meal is principally used as a protein supplement. It's part of the crush extracted from soybean oil. It's the leftovers from soybean oil. So we'll be looking for a similar move. Notice here, this is the price action, and this here is the 5-year price average. We bottom out right around this time. So here we are at the end of September. We're working a bottom. This is a possible double bottom here and a new 52-week low. So we're looking for bottom formations here to get long this contract. And then the same thing with soybean oil. This one's been a little bit weaker. Soybean oil is extracted from the seeds of soybeans, and it is mostly used for cooking oils, for oils in cooking oils. And so again, the same pattern here right at the end of September, early October, we should expect prices to move higher, and we're watching very closely for new bottom formations to be created. And our members will be watching, and we will look to take action via buying the outright futures or futures call options. Now there are no ETFs for soybean oil or soybean meal, but there is an ETN for soybeans, SOYB. It's thinly traded, but it does allow those that aren't trading futures or futures options to participate, trading at a relatively affordable price of around $15.60, as opposed to trading something in the $200 or $300 range. A lot of people can buy the 15, just buy these outright, and you would risk down here below. But if you haven't considered joining our community, feel free to take a trial. If you haven't done so already, we'll be getting on board this complex very likely very soon, and take advantage of what we would consider one of the last great seasonal trading opportunities of the year in the soybean complex. Hope it helps. Good trading, and we'll see you on the next update. Traders, like what you see, want more trade ideas each week? Take a $7 30-day complete member access trial by clicking the link below. You'll have immediate access to analysis and seasonal trade ideas on over 35 commodity and currency futures markets, as well as coverage on all of the major stocks, exchanges, and ETFs in the U.S. marketplace. If you like us, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, like us on YouTube, and we hope to see you on the inside.